Hello everybody, my name is Andrew and I'm with Pure Resonance Audio. In this video, we're going to talk about how to wire in volume controls with your sound system. So here in front of us, we have a very basic setup. We have a mixer amplifier, we have a wall plate volume control, and we have a single C3 speaker. Oftentimes we get the question, how do I integrate and connect my volume control in with my speakers? What if I have a room that I want to be able to control that volume up and down separately from the rest of the system? Oftentimes in a restaurant system, maybe you have an outdoor patio, an indoor space, and maybe a lobby, and all three need to be on separate volume controls. And so that's a valid question that we're going to answer today. How do I wire in a volume control with my system to control speakers? So we're going to show you a very basic setup. Some things are pre-wired and some things I'm going to show you how to wire. So here on the back of the mixer amplifier, you're going to see what's labeled speaker output. This is what you wire your speakers from. The output goes to your speakers. So in a scenario where the same volume level would be across all speakers in a 70-volt system, I would go from that output to my first speaker, daisy chain all of my speakers together, going in one speaker, out that speaker to the next, and so on till you get to your very final speaker. In the event that you want to be able to control volume, there's one extra step. I want to point out, you may have multiple volume controls. This video is only going to point out how to integrate one volume control in with the system. So what I'm going to do is go from the speaker output, making sure my positive negative wires, the polarity is correct for 70 volt and COM going out. I'm going to go first to my volume control instead of the speaker first. I want to show you on the back of this unit what it looks like. There is a Euro block here with different ports for your positive and negative wires. You're going to use the same two-conductor speaker wire that you're using to wire your speakers to wire in this device as well. You'll notice that these are labeled in and out, and it's also labeled positive, negative, negative, positive. It's important to note that when you're coming positive, negative off of your amp, you want to keep that polarity in check as you're going into this device and out of this device. And so this pulls out. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you how to wire this very quickly. I have this pre-wired speaker output, positive, negative. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this to my input of this volume control. So I'm going to open these terminals up so I can fit my wires into it. My positive wire is going to go into the positive, and my negative is going to go into my negative. I want to make sure that these wires are clamped down nicely, but not too tight to where I'm crushing the copper, but tight enough to where if I pull it out, it's not going to pop out. Now I'm going to use the output to wire the speaker that I want this volume control to handle from this output. So amp to input, output to my speaker. So let's do that quickly as well. The speaker's pre-wired, but same concept. Going to open up these terminals, making sure the polarity is correct. So this time it was positive, negative, now it's negative, positive. So I'm going to make sure I don't flip those wires accidentally. Make sure they're nice and snug without clamping too tight. Do a little pull test, nice and snug. So now at this point, I'm going to plug this into my volume control. And there we go. We have a simple scenario where if I turn this up and down, it's going to control this speaker only. Just going back to the signal flow, output from your amplifier to the input of your volume control, out of the volume control to the input of your speaker. From here, if I wanted to daisy chain a second volume control, then I would take the output of the speaker and go to the next one. That's not what this video is about. I wanted to just simply show how to wire in volume controls. So with that being said, if you have a scenario where you need multiple volume controls, you need multiple speakers on each volume control, and you're not sure how to accomplish that, let us know and our team would be more than happy to assist you in that effort. If you liked this video, if it was helpful, please like, subscribe. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.